I started my own lawn care business and I was already making money and found success within the first 30 days of this business. Whenever I say success, I mean that I had already picked up 30 plus clients and was already making money using a very little amount of equipment. And in the moment, everything was great. I was super happy. I was excited. We were already finding success and already picked up 30 plus clients, being able to make a decent amount of money if I continued on. But I found out quickly all the problems that were going to come with it. I went into this lawn care business hoping that I would get a ton of different clients. Even though I didn't have a lot of equipment, I still had the exact same mindset that I do now with my mobile detailing business and my trash can cleaning business. I wanted to make sure that no matter what service business I get into, I am not spending as much money as I possibly can. I want to go in with the smallest amount of capital that I can make work, knowing that I'm going to get work, I'm going to build up my clients, build up my jobs, get better at the service. I don't want to dig myself a hole with $15,000 to $20,000. So I knew that the growth of the business and the amount of clients we were picking up was probably going to be a little bit slower, and I wasn't going to have a huge bulk immediately, so I didn't need to have the riding mower. So we started with a push mower, 2 weed eaters, and a blower. Little did I know that this was actually going to be the biggest mistake that I had ever made, and it was going to backfire on me immediately. A lot of the reason why most service businesses and lawn care businesses mostly are failing is because these people are not able to get enough work. Obviously, there's going to be competition out there. People are going to not know about you, and depending on whatever strategy you have for your marketing, you may not be able to pick up any clients. But a couple years ago, whenever I was doing it, I was only using flyers. I would put a cheap price on there because I was trying to compete with everybody else. I decided, listen, if I can pull everyone else's clients, maybe over time I can start to increase the prices. And well, what do you know? It got me 30 customers in my first month. And you're going to say, oh my God, Matt, if I was starting a lawn care business, I would have no problem with gaining 30 customers in my first month. I would be so excited. The problem was that the business was not up to scale or even ready for the fact that I was going to gain that much traction within the first month, let alone the fact that I was not hoping to be full-time. This was trying to be a part-time thing for me, pick up a little bit of extra cash, hire my friends to come and help me do jobs, and it ended up being something that I couldn't manage because I was also in school and I was also trying to run this business. So by undercutting everybody else's prices that was around me, I ended up pulling a ridiculous amount of customers. This is the point whenever I realized how incredible and how ridiculous lawn care is, not only with like just recurring work, but also gaining customers. So many people every single year do not want to cut their own grass, so obviously they're going to be paying people, and it has become so normalized that I guarantee you, if you went out and started one today, you could pick up at least one customer, making you a little bit of money. It might not be the most fun work, but you're going to find something. So then I was faced with a massive issue of the fact that I had way too many customers. I did not have enough equipment. I didn't even have enough time. I was trying to make everything work on the exact same weekend day, trying to cut all 30 yards. It was just impossible. Not to mention the fact that I was just printing out hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of flyers, not having a single clue which houses I was putting it on, not paying attention to how big the yards were based on the pricing strategy that I had put together because it was only a flat rate of one singular price. I knew I could extend over time, increase my equipment, and it was going to work out, but I just wasn't ready within my first business to the first 30 days to be as successful as it was. Now, I had ended up with so many yards, different sizes, different shapes, and a lot of these yards were so overgrown that knowing exactly what I was charging, I was getting ripped off. This is never a great feeling, knowing that you're going to have to pay the guys that are with you, and you've already cut your prices as low as you can possibly go, so you're thinking about how you can pay yourself, pay for maintenance, especially with things breaking. You have to buy oil, you have to buy gas and make sure you're full of it, and then continue upgrading stuff. And that being said, I actually enjoyed running this business. I enjoyed doing this kind of stuff. I enjoyed doing the work, and it was not that hard, definitely not that tedious in comparison to running a mobile detailing business, where mobile detailing is so tedious, so broken down to every specific little detail that it is not enjoyable in comparison to something like this, where it's extremely simple. You go in, you go out, super cookie cutter, pretty much just the same process every single time that you can repeat and make money within a speedy fashion. If I could start all the way over again, I probably would have done a deeper analysis of what my pricing strategy was going to be. A lot of you guys that are trying to start these trash can cleaning businesses, even lawn care or mobile detailing, are going into your business and you have the most ridiculous pricing strategies out there. Maybe you're seeing people on TikTok claiming that they charge this much money, especially when it comes to a mobile detailing. For me, I know that I'm not pulling more than $200, and I'm seeing guys that are charging $800, $1,300, $1,500, and I promise you, those customers are a dime a dozen. This is not a sustainable business, and it's not in that good range. So what I did wrong was I tried to go for that really cheap price, way too many customers at one time to manage, versus what I do now is getting that middle ground to where I can pick up gradual amounts of customers, have decent pricing. That way I can guarantee I can pay my workers, and I can also get paid enough to where doing the work is worth it. I would go back, increase my pricing to what most average of the guys were doing, probably service as many people as I could, get as many reviews as I could, and continuously build my social credibility. That way I was making making enough money to pay my people. Slowly over time, I'm really picking up enough business to be able to maintain it. Even if I know I want to add 1 more, 2 more, 3 more, I've gone through it enough to know what I can handle at one time instead of trying to pile everything on whenever my life was already full of school. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, click the link down below to join my Skool community. I have 6+ full-length courses in there describing to you every single possible angle of how to start a can cleaning business, mobile detailing business, my entire Facebook strategy that I've landed tens of thousands of dollars with 0 ad spend. Also an entire course on how to traverse the financial markets from somebody who makes thousands of dollars a month inside the markets. And a course on how I talk to customers and sell them personally with my actual messages and my before and after pictures that I use to land them. Once again, click the link down below and join my Skool community today. And join something where there's a ton of other like-minded individuals trying to do the same exact thing as you that you can talk to and message daily.